Okay, so today is October 12th, 2020. Last night while I was in bed, I saw on my page that I have some new subscribers. So if you're one of those who subscribe on October 11th, and I'd like to welcome you. It went down. It was 189. It was 189, so they took one out. I'm telling you, people, YouTube is messing with me. I think for maybe every 4 subscribers, they take one out. All right, so you guys need to keep on checking your notification and see if you still subscribe. So for the ones who just subscribe, thank you. And I'm pretty much open-minded. I like people who comment on my videos, and whenever I have time, I try my best to respond. So yeah, and let's see, while I'm here, let's see how many public watch hours. Okay, I have 3,266 public watch hours. So lately I've been putting out tweet videos. So some of my fans don't have any Twitter apps or don't plan on going on Twitter because they just don't want to, right? So I started reading some of the Sussex squad's tweets. So yeah, this is where I am right now. Let's see what's out there. There were some I sort of like earlier, just the front page, not the ones that I bookmark. All right, so here, this is someone, John Cryer. 23 days left before November 3rd. Ignore the polls, fight like hell. That's true. See, I don't want to go into politics, but I saw this. I just put like on it before the page sort of refreshed. Okay, so this is one of the squads. Okay, I learned while working in white spaces, living in white countries, to hide my hurt. After years of being ridiculed, if you show pain, you learn to shut that shit down with a quickness. Black women are embarrassed to show their pain, certain never to receive sympathy or compassion. So she retweeted the NBC, I guess, article or maybe a video about the Duchess, I guess yesterday's thing with the teenagers podcast. So here NBC says, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, says she suffered, quote, almost unsurvivable, close quote, online abuse while she was on maternity leave or looking after her baby, son Archie, with her husband, Prince Harry. I mean, the Sussex squads knew about that. They were right ahead. They were way ahead. And since I'm saying this, for some of you who are new, I knew of Meghan, but I was not. I want to say I knew. I've seen her movies, but it's one of those you see different actors, actresses, and stuff like that. But I never follow her. It was until she married Prince Harry, and occasionally I look in to see what's going on. But when I started seeing the consistent negative attack of her, and I started looking deeper into why this, why that. There's a video that I made that explained that. So I'll check my videos, you'll see. If I remember, I'll put the link of that video that explains everything. Alright, so this is the comment here. This is why she needs to keep doing this. Yep, it's certainly a view, but I'm not raising my girl to be unprepared for trauma. Black tears don't matter. It's a tragic thing, but every time she cries, I tell her crying is cheating, because I know for damn sure her pain will be less than nothing to others, even other black men. Interesting viewpoint. Okay, this is exactly why I wrote this comment. The media have done those to us by taking our humanity. Okay, what did she wrote here? The Express and most of the British press do not see people of color as human, therefore, in their mind, not entitled to kindness. She's on the other side of the world, and the thought of a black woman having a title keeps them up at night. That's true. And I mean, what's within a title? Title is just a word. and they act upon it. If you have this is the way you'll be treated. I mean, come on. This is so freaking ridiculous. Okay, absolutely. Black people are not human to them. And I don't think they understand the level of their disregard for black lives. It's deep seated, embedded callousness, none of it on their radar. That's true. I mean, you are a chocolate queen, Fred's mom. Don't ever think everyone in your workplace wasn't fully aware of that. I'm sure they took your silence as proof of that. F those people, sis. I hope our girls know their worth. Megan and all of us are making that difference. It's changing. And Megan and Harry showing them they don't need their publicity. They're going right to the, I guess, to the cultivate the kids, so they don't follow along with those people who's making those things negativity. If I come, there was something I was thinking when I saw a couple of the tweets about the teenage podcast, and it made me think that it's good to go to the young people before they get corrupted. Their brains are fresh. They are learning. So before the adults, those negative adults, caught their mind, it's good to go right at the foundation of things to help them see things in a different way. And some of us adults who have seen what the negative press have done, we should embrace those young generation, not only activists, journalists, and all of that. Every child, pretty much, make them see the right way, and when they do act the right way, reward them. Not reward them, with money and all of that. Let them know you appreciate them. Okay, that tells a lot. That will make them even work harder to do the right thing. When you, if you reward them with, let's say with abject stuff, material stuff, then they will expect that. But a word is worth more. Let them know you appreciate them, how much they mean to you, and things like that. It will come in a different way. They will see it differently instead of expecting material stuff and stuff like that. Okay, if I'm saying it, that's because that's the way I raise my kids. I don't reward them with material stuff. All right, they earn their stuff. They get material stuff, birthdays sometimes and other things. But if they do the right thing, you know, it's expected of them. But I let them know I appreciate their worth for doing the right thing. All right. I was raised differently to be confident from my youth, to never feel inferior to no man, only our Heavenly Father. All my life, I own the room, the space that I encounter. With grace and mercy, I live my life that way, with my head held high. Okay, it's gonna refresh. Yep, there it is. All right, so this is new 13 hours. Okay, well done, Malala. Love this interview. Malala and I are on the same page. We both believe that when girls have access to education, everyone wins. Thank you so much to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex for sitting down with me to have an important conversation about the future of our world, Malala. All right, this is 1 minute and 25 seconds. So there were some clips I've shown you guys, and they were like 30-second or 42 seconds. So this one is slightly longer. All right, so here it is.
Megan, you have been an advocate for girls' education and women's rights around the world. You have worked with the Association of Commonwealth Universities, and you have also been focused on sanitation in countries like India and Rwanda. Of all the issues that you could pick, why did you choose girls' education?
Similar to you, I think you see something that is so critical to be addressed and is so critical to be fixed, and that by fixing that one thing, you end up fixing multiple problems. And so, what I had realized very early on was that when women have a seat at the table, conversations in terms of policy change, conversations in terms of legislation, certainly in terms of just the dynamics of a community, are all shifted. And typically when a woman is present at the table, she's going to be advocating for an entire family as opposed to a patriarchal presence. And so when you have to see how do you get a woman to embrace her voice, well, you have to start with where she is as a young girl. Part of the reason that I did the work in India and also some work in Rwanda as well was to look at learning and education for young women, and then separately to look at the hindrances that women in India were facing with menstrual health management and the stigmatization of that, really inhibiting them from being able to go to school, or you would drop out. And that alone creates a ripple effect for your entire life.
Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the comment section. Okay, cue the British media all slating Megan for it though. Huh? Both Malala and Megan are inspirational. It was absolutely brilliant. Love it too. And that made me think about also Oprah Winfrey, why she opened her all-girls school in South Africa. You know, this is why, there was one comment. I don't know if it was from one of my video or Hugo's video, because these are the two places I tend to drop comments. It's the fact that it doesn't take long to ruin a generation. 1 decade is enough. But if you think about it, I think Oprah's school have been open for more than, I would say the most. I didn't have my kids yet, so my oldest is 11. Maybe I would say the most right now 12 to 15 years since she opened her school. Oh God, I don't know. I'll look it up. But that alone, some of those girls already went to college and some of them have already graduated. But imagine the impact little at a time they're making, So most men, like I said in some comments I responded, where it doesn't take long to ruin a generation, but it will take much longer to reverse that cycle. 10 years alone can ruin a whole generation. But it's always harder to make the things right. And that 10 years period where the kids need to be not only reverse their mind the way things were, let them see the right way. It's gonna take a long time for that. And then not only to reverse their psychic of things, the perception of things, because these things were embedded in them since they were child. So it's gonna take extra long to reverse that. And then once you reverse that, and they see what you're telling them and how they always affect society. And once they see that, now it's going to be a little step at a time to implement it into the real world. So it's going to take a while. But to damage a society, it doesn't take long. It's always harder to build things than to destroy things. If you look at building a house, for instance, not only you have to plan, you have to do a survey of the site, you have to think of what you want on the site, and then you have to not only study the site and all of this, make plans and all of this, and then you start building it, and it will take maybe 4 or 5 years to finalize everything. But to destroy that building, it'll take a second. So think of it that way. Look at, for instance, the best example is that World Trade Center. It takes years to build, and then look how long it takes to destroy it. So this is what I'm saying. The mind is, it's easy to destroy something than to actually build it. This is too wholesome a conversation for the racist folks at Lorraine. Oh my God, she tagged that person. To please stay in your lane watching video of Joey Sussex, etc. Producers at Lorraine. Oh my God. Lorraine, according to Real Lorraine, this morning Megan and Harry are teaming up with Simon Cowell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Doesn't these people have any shame? The world is watching and they switch things any way that they wish. She and everyone that works on that show are disgraceful. My goodness. I'm just wondering when it's gonna take a real adult to step in and stop all this BS over there. I'm just wondering, because it's too ridiculous. Like I said, they were the one who pretty much took me out of the shell to start putting content on my goodness. All right. It seems like I'll never get to my bookmarks because all these keeps on popping each time I go back. Okay, I love them so much. Every time we see new pictures or videos of them, I can't stop thinking about how lucky we are to see them living their best life and choosing to support organizations that help those in need. They're literally glowing while making a difference in the world. There's a picture like that. I think I bookmark. I think I even said the Sussex squad investigating because they were talking about her bracelet or something like that. There was a bracelet she was wearing. Look at them. My goodness. Wow. The joy the Sussexes have for them, it's unbelievable. Look at them. And yesterday in one of my videos, I was talking about how tired Harry is, and I mentioned about the how do you call this, the time zone he has to deal with. Okay, so there's only one comment. Should I go on this? All right, let's see. This is the one I just did. Thinking about Archie looking at the birds flying over his massive garden. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm thinking about Harry making bird noises for him too. Archie giggling away while his dad making bird sounds. They can go bird watching on their estate. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm thinking about this African American guy who was at Central Park where one of the Karen with her dog was harassing him and stuff like that. But I don't know, that just came to mind. You know, it's a very rare thing where you will not think African men will enjoy bird watching. You know, like when I go camping, I'm sitting at the site. All I need to see is green. I don't care what it is, greeneries and the lake and stuff like that. I'm at peace. I'm content. You know. And there was one time when I was at the campsite. I may have mentioning it, or maybe that video had already come out. It's when I was doing one of the reviews of the Finding Freedom. And out of nowhere, the bird came somewhat a distance away from me and just looking at me and then flew away. And a second time, it happened twice at two different time we went camping. So it was strange. And that's when I was recording what I thought about certain passages in the book. And by the way, I still haven't touched the book since I finished chapter 5. Okay, it's a shame. Oh my goodness. I'll see if I have some stuff to do. I think I have some I need to actually edit. Some of the voices that I've recorded, I never edit. But anyway, LOL, his cousin loves to shoot them down. Oh my God. His cousin loves to shoot them down. Yeah, I mean, it has to start at a younger age to let those kids appreciate nature, you know. I could understand this. I firmly believe that. Okay, this is not to say you're not hunting for food. Okay, if you're hungry, you have to eat. But if you're shooting those birds down just for the hell of it, my God, don't they have? I mean, I never go out shooting or anything like that. But don't they have those practice discs where you put it on a machine and then the machine throw it up in the air and then you shoot it down? Why don't they do that? You know, if it's for fun that they're trying to practice their target stuff, but don't take it out on the birds. Wow. Yeah, it's a use. And then not only that, for this comment, he's advocating for preserving whatever that thing he was doing where he pretty much copied word by everyone. I mean, wasn't he standing for that? For nature? What's the word for it? I can't even think of it because I'm trying not to mention his name and I'm forgetting the whole thing. But I made a video out of it. My goodness. Where I even said it's so goddamn embarrassing. When is it gonna stop? You know? But anyway, the thing is gonna be... all right, let me like it before. Okay, this person I don't follow, but it's just coming on my front page. She married a prince. That's why she got them much like any other person. I mean, any person who marries into the royal family. The hatred of Meghan is bizarre and similar to that of Diana. No wonder Harry wants away from the media that harassed and ultimately ended up killing his mother. My goodness. But this is something each time I try to bring this up, but it counter my whatever I'm thinking, is that Diana, Princess Diana, blue eyes, blonde hair, white woman. What was wrong with her that they didn't like? But we know already Charles wasn't even in love with her. From the get go, it wasn't love. It was just to produce. You know, I don't even want to get in that. But anyway, it's like anything that bothers the royal family, the media goes after it for them. They do the dirty work for the royal family. I think that's what it is. They don't like Meghan, so they're doing the dirty work. But the difference between Meghan and Princess Diana, may God let her rest in peace, with the exception of her watching over her son and her and her daughter-in-law. I think she's doing some amazing job where she's at, because too many stuff that's been happening. But get back to my point, is that the difference is that Princess Diana did not have a following base, okay, like Meghan did. If Meghan did not have her base, she would have, been miserable and like hell. The thing is that when she went to the royal family, when she got involved with the royal family, she had a foundation outside of the royal family. She had her fan base, and they follow her along to the royal family. You understand what I mean? That's the Sussex squads. I was way behind about that. It's little at a time I was catching up, and then when I went on social media to find out who else is seeing what I'm seeing, why they keep talking negative about her, and come to find out there was a squad on social media, defending her, doing this and that and that, and then I stuck myself in within the group. So she had a base, and they're speaking for her. So pretty much is the squads and the media of the what is the British media. So every false information that they put out about Meghan, the squad, counteract and tell the truth. And then they were elevating her, putting her on the pedestal, letting people know this is not what the British media is talking about. This is not her. And you even have Meghan's friend who went to People's Magazine and defended her. They said, no, this is not the Meghan we know. With the exception of her family from the other side, But whatever. We all know the story, But that's the difference between Meghan and Diana. She had a follower. She had followers. And then the best thing is that, and I said this is, I think I spoke about it before. When they sent her, Meghan and Harry, to do the tour while she was pregnant, whatever reason that they sent a pregnant woman to do that, it backfired. The reason it backfired, because not only Meghan was genuine with her ways throughout the tour, she was relatable to the people who saw her. And guess what? They gravitated toward her, and they became part of the squad too. Each place that she went, each continent that they sent her. So she was gravitating, or she was collecting fan base. And these are the fan base, in addition to her old fan base, came together to support her. So that's not what the royal family was expecting, And then there you have the squads, and they all around the world. You say some bullshit about her, you have someone somewhere. There are a couple of tweets that I've read where people in France is saying, oh, this is what they're saying about Megan. Somewhere in Australia, they're saying this is what they're saying about Megan. And then boom, you have the whole squad, commenting and putting facts out there, true stuff about Megan. So yeah, so this will be the last tweet that I read. So I like to read the comments, because not only will you will find haters in there. I know some of you don't like when I read negative comments, but it's good to see how the squads tend to put them in their place. So I like to read the negative ones too, especially the ones that have response to them. Like for instance, this one, there's no response to it. Like this one, there's 5. So if it's negative, I like to go on it because there's 5 response into it. But anyway, so because I've interrupted, I sidetrack a little bit. So let's read what happened here. Meghan Markle Furry, Duchess, should be stripped of royal title. Quote, done nothing to earn it. Oh my goodness. This is the thing also. That's another sidetrack. I'm sorry. And I've said that before too. The British media keeps on throwing things out. Okay, like this one. Okay, they keep throwing nonsense out without thinking the overall picture of things, because they only focus on her. Their goal is her. But when they're throwing things out, they don't look at the surrounding effect of their nonsense. What about the other royals? What about, let's say, what's her name? The one who married William, Kate. What about the one who married, even Andrew's ex. Okay, she still have some stuff. I don't know what they let her use. Okay, what about Sophie? Edward's wife. What have they done to earn their title? So these are the things I'm saying. They're throwing nonsense out. Only they laser fix on her. Only her. But this only, okay, that quote, done nothing to earn it. Who else in the royal family have done something to earn whatever they're giving them? You understand what I mean? So let's read the comment. This one say, yup. Yup is to this the person who tweeted it. Okay, let's see. Let me start here. The last sentence. The hatred of Meghan is bizarre and similar to that of Diana. No wonder Harry wants away from the media that harassed and ultimately ended up killing his mother. Okay, this is what they responded. Yep. Okay, beyond bizarre, it is a national pastime for many British journalists. The Meghan haterdom group has many powerful members. I'm telling you, the squad have some really weird way of putting things. Haterdom, Meghan haterdom. Oh my goodness, that's something. Haterdom group. Okay. Alright. Agree, but she does herself no favor by getting involved in conversation she shouldn't. Okay? I didn't even read this. I told you something like this. When there's a response to it, that means someone is putting her in her place. There it is. Let's go to the reply. Alright. Welcome to 2020. Elaborate. What conversation should she be having? Okay? True that. We need the rude petition to get to was it Pomeland? What is that? Agreed. Alright, so these then go to for N and to responding her. Okay, where's the alright, let's go back to the okay, before it disappear. Alright. Oh, so that was it. Nobody really responded. Let's see. Agree, but she does herself no favor. Okay, luckily I caught it really quick. Okay, so perfect. Luckily I click on it quick before it refresh. Give me a break. She's talked about dealing with online abuse, mental health, girls' education, women's empowerment, and encouraging people to vote. No party mention. All the important topics. So how has, quote, she done herself no favor by getting involved in conversation she shouldn't, close quote. Translation. Keep quiet, black woman. We see you, Karen. It's not going to happen. This is what I mean. Alright, so they respond, what conversation? Alright, let's see. Okay, these are the ones that I read already. You see, this is what I mean. You say something stupid, you'll find some squad somewhere who have the time to put you on your place. All right. So that said, this is exactly 30 minutes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And these tweets were right on my front page, my homepage. So phew, I bookmarked a lot yesterday. So I don't know if I'll be able to go over all of them. But, and I got up late. Right now it's 6 o'clock. My kids don't have school, but normally I got up at 2 a.m. to do these tweets. But let's see how that goes. But anyway. Thanks for watching. Keep watch your notification and your subscription because YouTube is removing them. Okay, it's like every 4 subscribers I get, they take one out for some reason. Because yesterday I know I had 189 subscribers, and now it's 188. All right, so I'm almost there with the 4,000 required watch hours, but the subscription is as important as the public watch hours. All right, so that's it.